overall it's a nice morning to shoot. Got a little bit of rain. I'm kind of trying to see how this Kelvin Active hoodie from Sitka is working in the rain. I've been wearing it when it's hotter out and stuff, and I mean it breathes really good so far. I'm happy with it. The short sleeve really helps too, and you know, the fact that they kind of minimize the amount of layers that go into the top really seems to help with its breathability and whatnot. And I mean, it provides really good warmth too. I'm pretty excited to have it. I think it is one of those pieces where it just kind of depends on you and your preferences and how you know, how you like to layer and the type of gear you like to use on your body. So for me, it's been great. I love the fact that, you know, it's a short sleeve and it's got this real light Polartec alpha insulation, and you know, it's kind of fleecy, but it's just enough to take that edge off. And I kind of wanted to wear it, since I've been wearing it in the hotter weather, kind of wanted to wear it out here while it's, you know, a little bit wet. It's not dumping rain or anything crazy, but I kind of want to see how it's gonna hold up if I get stuck out in something like this early season and end up having to kind of rely on this to keep me somewhat dry possibly. And then if it does wet out pretty easy, I want to see, you know, what it's going to take to dry it out. So depending on, you know, how wet I get, I'll probably just go home. It's about 68, 70 degrees in my house, so I'll just see how long it takes me to kind of cook it dry once I get home and I'm kind of active running around the house doing stuff. So we will see what happens with it. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of test it out this morning and see what it would do. I'm kind of curious. People say this insulation package dries out pretty quick. So it's probably been about 40 minutes of sustained rain, because I don't really know if you can tell how bad it's raining, but point being, so I've shot for about 40 minutes in a rain similar to this, if not maybe a little bit lighter, and it's still beating up on here. And I'm not shooting under that canopy, I shoot just behind it there, so I'm exposed the entire time. We had a little bit of a lull there for a minute. Shot these from across the range. Anywho, so far, I mean, this is no rain jacket, and it's not going to hold up to legit rain. But for right now, what I can tell is that it is holding up decent in this kind of rain. You know, I'm not getting wet under here. So far so good. Shoot some more. So we're looking at steady rain, a little over an hour, and you know, it's still beating up pretty good. For a jacket like this, I mean, I can't really ask for much more than that. You know, this, I've had my puffies and stuff in the past have done about this well. So far, you know, it's that face fabric is real close to comparable with, you know, some of the puffies that I've ran. So as of right now, this thing should keep you dry you know, when it's a little bit wet outside for a little bit. Like I said, I'm probably a little over an hour right now of steady rain. Nothing nuts. It's not pouring, but it is protecting me from that rain. And, you know, just to show you again, I mean, there's quite a bit. Quite a bit of beading going on. Excellent. I am curious about my hood. I can't see it, so you can. I'm going to take this jacket off. I mean, for the most part, that hood is shake dry. I mean, I can shake this jacket off. And it's dry. The inside is not wet at all. And here's that insulation package. This is what she kind of looks like when you get it inside out there. This sucker is super breathable. It adds an excellent amount of warmth, and I've been standing in the rain for the last hour and I am not wet. I just shook this puppy dry, and my guess is that it's good to keep going. So as of right now, I am super impressed with the capabilities of this Sitka Kelvin Active hoodie. You know, that face fabric has a good stretch to it. It's not just gonna tear. You know, when you hook on something, I mean, let's not be ridiculous. You grab a hold of a pretty stout branch that doesn't give, you know, it doesn't just snap off, and it's got a jagged edge on it, you're probably gonna punch a hole in it. That it just is what it is. But I do think that this is gonna be an incredibly durable piece. It seems to me that it's kind of a sweet spot on the face fabric. It is going to cut down on weight. This thing is extremely light. It is, you know, pound for pound with a fleece. It is going to provide me more protection from the weather, and it is going to be just as warm from what I've found. During the late season, I'm gonna probably run this and then like a fleece underneath, or excuse me, over the top of that. I love it. People dog it, but I love it. So anyhow, I'm gonna get back to shooting. It's still pissing rain, doing the science. Later.